What's up, adventure travelers? First day here in Bangkok, and I've made the totally misinformed decision to come to the world famous Chatuchak markets, the biggest markets in Thailand, and it's called the weekend markets, but it says it's open 7 days a week. But I've made a typical foreigner mistake. Well, parts of the market are open, the majority of it is closed, and it looks like this. Not much going on here. And unlike the other markets that I've come to just for a wander around, I've actually come to buy something today. I've decided to buy a pair of those long pants that you can take the lower parts off, so I use them as longs and shorts and togs, and get rid of my 3 sets of with 2 sets of shorts and 1 pair of jeans to save on weight. So I'll just have to find some pants somewhere else or come back on the weekend. I'll probably come back on the weekend just for the cultural experience and find something else to do today in the meantime. Okay, so across the road I have found a whole shopping mall that's full of vintage stuff. Now, as I've said, I'm not a shopper, but I quite fancy mid-century and vintage stuff, and I could spend some money here if I wasn't on a motorcycle, but I am. And these are just the stalls outside of the mall. It'll be interesting to see what's actually inside the mall, so I'm going to wander around here for a bit and head inside. I mean, if you're completely honest, 90% of it's probably old junk, or 95% of it is stuff that doesn't appeal to me. But if you like that sort of thing, it's pretty cool. Being an oversized second-hand shop, this place was never going to be too salubrious, but it's pretty much more of the same inside, but just in air-conditioned surroundings with tiles on the floor. Lamp? Maybe not. Big vase. Someone will snap those up. It's got some cool stuff in here. Well, here's something you don't see every day. Your local lizard shop. Just walking past the window, and what do you know? They've got all different varieties. Some of them, look at all these. It's all a bit mad. He's just hanging out, chilling. Look at that big one. Crazy. There's a couple down here. Don't think I'll be taking any of those home today. Thought it was worth a look though. Alrighty, that's enough of wandering around shopping centres and not buying anything in particular. But there's a nearby park which looks very nice, and I've decided to come check it out. A little bit weird though. Seems like it's a park for the public, although it's fully fenced and you can only get in and exit at certain entry points. But let's go have a look anyway. I dare say whether it's the fencing and the gates or doesn't seem to be anyone else here. All a bit strange indeed. It's pretty neat. Nice little park. There's a somewhat muddy pond on that side. But oh, it was a rather large bird that just took flight. Don't know if it was a heron or anything, but anyway. And as you can see, the very comprehensive fencing of a park that I have no doubt would probably be enjoyed a bit more if it wasn't fully fenced. Strange. It's a nice little waterway up there. Anywho, just thought you might enjoy that. There's a road that bisects the park, so I've decided to come to the park on the other side of the road, and it's actually quite a bit different and a lot nicer. I'm on this bridge, as you can see behind me, and it's if I twirl around, you can see there's massive construction in behind me. Huge buildings going up. The one on the right's completed, the one in the middle is on its way. But yeah, there's a few people around, a few civilians. It's fenced, and there's also guards at each entrance, so I don't know exactly what's going on, but it's a nice time out from the hustle and bustle of central Bangkok. There you go, you got another bridge over there, and beautiful walkways. You've got groundskeepers sweeping up. So that's the park in central Bangkok. Okay, so I've made it to a market that's actually open now. I'm looking for some dinner, but I'm at the Patpong night markets, and it's just the same old shit with the same old tourists, including me. But it's something to do before dinner anyway. A long stream of shops and stuff that you don't need, but you're going to buy it and take it home anyway. Here we go, I found the food district. Skewers, do I feel like skewers? I don't know. Now the hard part is choosing what to eat. Well, I ended up with a good old green curry. Here we go. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. Well, that was probably the worst green curry that I've ever had. The green curry at Thai Flavour in West Auckland, down the road from home, is way better, and a couple of reasons for that. Probably the ingredients are better, but there's no incentive for these guys to make you the best meal possible, because they know they're never going to see you again, whereas at your local takeaway they want to make sure that you come back. So it was pretty low on chicken and pretty low on veggies, and plenty of chicken fat though, and plenty of liquid. So, but that's what you get. I found it hard to get a decent banh mi in Hanoi, in the old town where all the tourists hang out. So it's all part of being a tourist. I'm still hungry now though, that's the problem. There's a Burger King back there. Would it be wrong to go and have a Burger King after a green curry in Bangkok? Good morning, adventure travellers. I'm just walking back from a cafe that I found for my morning coffee, and there's a massive temple here, and it's got Buddhas all around the perimeter of it under this canopy. It's amazing. All the way down there's a massive Buddha in the center, and there's even people praying to a statue of the king. I think it's the old king, not the present king. There they are over there. But it's a mad place. It's huge, just like smack bang in the middle of retail and office buildings. And anyway, let's do a quick circuit of the Buddhas. As you can see them, there's the odd black one. I don't know what that's all about. Diversification maybe. There's a few more of the black Buddhas down this side. Be interesting to find out what they're all about. If there's any difference between the gold and the black. Pretty crazy. It's pretty hot today. I think it's about 30 degrees. Pretty amazing. Outside as well, that's the perimeter. And there we go. That's the main temple with the big Buddha that we're going to go see. Uno momento. Oh man, got to get out of that sun. Must be a significant temple or Buddha, because there's a school group here as well as people praying. So must be a special temple, one reason or another. Here it is. Huge. There's the art on the wall. Wow. Just amazing. Let's see if I can get a selfie with the big old Buddha. There he is. Wow, it's just crazy detail. Just found a cool little model of the whole compound. There you go. That's the temple. I've just walked around that perimeter. That's the temple there with the big Buddha in. There's maybe that's a monastery in behind it. And don't know what that is. Maybe those little red buildings are some residential housing for the monks. And just outside the temple we have this massive sort of gate, if you like. They have them in Japan as well, but not that tall. That's obviously to signify some sort of entrance. So it's amazing what you can find when you just go out for your morning coffee and wander around. And I shouldn't be surprised that just down the road there's a whole string of Buddha shops, just in case you want some Buddha action at home. They come in all shapes and sizes. So you can sit on your mantelpiece and you can have a life-size one in your living room, or even bigger. So, whoops, got some scary looking ones here. It's got a red tongue going on. Bit of topless dancer there. Even the old elephant. Wow, look at all this craziness. How'd you like one of those in your garden? Mental! Well, so much for nipping out for a quiet coffee. That's eaten up a good hour or so. And I need to get on to organising dropping the bike off at the freight forwarders. So it's Friday today. Don't know if much will be happening till next week. Welcome back to Ray's 3-minute geography lesson. This time, Thailand. Thailand became a unified kingdom in the mid-14th century and it was known as Siam until 1939. In 1939, Siam was renamed Thailand, which means land of the free and the land of Thais. Thailand is the only country never to be colonized by a European power, although at one point it was part of the Khmer Empire. The Khmer people, as we know, are now called Cambodians. And Thailand not only shares a border with Cambodia, but also with Malaysia, Laos and Vietnam. Thailand is 513,000 square kilometres, which is roughly the same size as Yemen or Spain, and slightly less than twice the size of New Zealand. Of Thailand's 69 million population, 97.5% are Thai and 1.3% are Burmese. According to the interweb, 91% of Thais only speak Thai, but in my experience, most of them have a pretty good grasp of basic English. Also, according to the interweb, 6.5% of Thais are bilingual. 94.5% of the population in Thailand is Buddhist and 4.5% are Muslim. Unfortunately, in the last 20 years, there have been Muslim insurgencies in the south of Thailand, where most of the Muslims are, and thousands of people have died. Thailand is a trading nation with a well-developed economy, and international trade makes up 2/3 of that economy. The economy is mainly made up of electronics, vehicles and parts, tourism, processed foods, and agricultural products. Over the last 30 years, Thailand has reduced poverty substantially, and I can personally confirm from my travels that Thailand's standard of living is well above most of its neighbours. Probably only Malaysia and Singapore would have a higher standard of living. Fun fact to wrap up with, the King of Thailand is the richest monarch in the world, worth about $30 billion. I'm not sure how they measure these things. I would have thought that the Saudi Arabian king was the richest monarch in the world, but who knows what they include and don't include. You might be able to hear the monks chanting in the background, so just as a little tidbit, let's go and record the monks chanting. Can you hear that? I didn't realise you could actually go in and check it out. Pretty cool, eh? So that's the royal palace where the king and queen don't live. So this is the most modern palace of all the palaces in the country. It's actually designed by a British architect, but they put a Thai roof on it. So it tied in with the, see what it did there? Tied in with the surrounding buildings. See, you've got that gold on the roof, and the beautiful gardens out the front. You got these neighbouring buildings. This building in front of the palace is actually the headquarters for the guards. Very important to have the Rosses by if you were the monarchy. Keep all the riffraff out. This building next to the royal palace is pretty impressive. They didn't say exactly what it was, but it's got a green roof, or green and gold and red. Yeah, it's got some beautiful gardens all around as well. Certainly a decent way to spend the morning, even if it's in black jeans and a denim shirt. It's good to see they've got the old elephants at the entrance of the palace. Wouldn't be Thailand otherwise, would it? This platform here is elevated because when it was built, the kings and queens and royals would be getting off the back of elephants. It's probably about 5 feet high, and then they walk up to the old golden platform for whatever reason. So tuk-tuks are generally twice the price of a Grab. Grab is the Southeast Asian version of Uber, but it's worth having a ride in a tuk-tuk now and again. You're you're out and about with the elements, and it's a beautiful day for it. Nice and sunny, bit of wind going on. Bangkok's not a bad city by and large. If I had a secondment here and they were putting me up in a nice apartment, paying me a nice chunky salary, I could do some time here. It's pretty interesting, plenty to see and do, and you're close enough to other parts of the world. If you want to pop up to Japan or even Europe, you're a lot closer than New Zealand, but I don't think I'll be moving to Bangkok anytime soon. This is the other thing with tuk-tuk drivers. My Uber driver's lost and he keeps asking me to see the map, and I've only got about 8% left on my phone. So if I'm actually going to make it back to the hotel or not, this is going to be interesting. So let's see if I get back to the hotel. If you'd like to know more about the ride from Ireland, from New Zealand to Ireland, go to twowheelstoeverywhere.com. If you'd like to know more about the IHC, who I'm raising money for, go to ihcnewzealand.org.nz. They look after the intellectually disabled people in New Zealand. And if you'd like to support the IHC, please go to my Give a Little page. All the links are in the description below, and the money goes directly from Give a Little to the IHC. Just here, mate. Stop. Stop. Now he's gone past the hotel. Oh well, he thinks he knows where he's going. Anyway. Okay, so the phone died in the back of the tuk-tuk, and I just don't know about these tuk-tuk drivers. First he gets lost, then he drives past the hotel, and I'm yelling, stop, and then he goes to some back road, pulls over, and he's lost again. Asks me for my phone. My phone's dead by this point. Anyway, he's got a phone. Finally find the hotel on his phone, and I mean, between the tuk-tuk driver in Hanoi that sold me a 60-minute ride and dropped me off after 40 minutes, the other one in where was it, in Hue, that wouldn't stop trying to take me to brothels, this guy, and the cream on the cake is the price for a grab was about 100 baht, and this guy was 200 baht. I thought, oh well, you know, I'll take a tuk-tuk. No, a tuk-tuk, not a tuk-tuk. I'll take a tuk-tuk through it. It's only a short ride, it's only a 10-minute ride. So tuk-tuk drivers around the world, you need to sort your shit out. Beautiful Bangkok at night. If you're enjoying these videos, please give it the big thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit the subscription button and ring the notification bell. And if you want to support the channel, please share it with family and friends. Don't forget to comment below and give me your feedback. Cheers. Oh, and PS, probably a better idea to get a taxi home than walking through the Bangkok back roads. Probably smells better in a taxi anyway.